Hello students, today we continue after completion of implantation in human reproduction. After completion of implantation exactly on 7th day after fertilization, then it may lead to the pregnancy. So normally this pregnancy period commonly we call as gestation period and so what is the least gestation period present in mammals and opposome? It is present only 19 days and then related to white mouse gestation period 21 days. The maximum gestation period elephant more than 600 days and then what is the gestation period present in cat? 60 days. Dog 60 days. What is the gestation period present in human beings? 270 to 280 days. That is in human gestation period, that is 270 to 280 days or 9 months plus or minus 10 days. This is the human gestation period and in this human gestation period, immediate after formation of implantation, then the outermost layer already you know that is a trophoblast and the small cilia like that the structures it will be developed and what is the name of that ciliary like that the structures which are projected towards the uterus? That is we call as chorionic villi. So from trophoblast, one among the membranes, then it projects chorionic villi. That is the so these chorionic villi in the future it may be formation of placenta. Placenta. Actually, in human being, the formation of placenta it takes place. It occurs related to that is the chorion membrane and all. One among the extra-embryonic membrane. Extra-embryonic membrane means that is the yolk sac as well as amnion, then allantois, then chorion. So most of the eutherians, that is allantois, that particular placenta it will be or it will be present, it will be formed and all. But whereas primates like monkey, apes and human being, the type of placenta that is the chorionic placenta. That is also most important exam point of view. What type of placenta formed in human beings? Chorionic placenta. So what is the major function of the placenta? It acts as a, along with this particular placenta, that outermost membrane which are present into the uterine wall in maternal body, that means mother's womb and then get together structural functional placenta. What is the major function? The function it helps. It is the binding part between the fetus as well as the mother womb and the important function, exchange of gases. Exchange of gases, both oxygen from mother to fetus, carbon dioxide from fetus to mother and with the help of umbilical cord. It is the tough cord which connected from fetus to womb of the mother with the help of placenta connected with the help of umbilical cord. The placenta, that is it will be bathed with blood vessels. That's why we call it as hemochorial placenta. So hemochorial placenta, because of it bathed with the blood vessels, it combined with the chorion, then formation of placenta we call it as chorionic placenta, hemochorial placenta. It helpful exchange of gases like oxygen as well as carbon dioxide and also distribute the nutrients and to distribute the nutrients from mother to the fetus for growth and development purpose and all. Then, as well as nitrogenous substance to eliminate nitrogenous substances from fetus to the mother. Nitrogenous substances. Normally, what is the chief nitrogen substance? Normally, it excrete in human being and that is none other than related to urea and all. So, like gases, nutrients, as well as nitrogenous substances, then whatever the chemical which take to the mother and all, or any drugs and all, any alcohol and all, whatever mother take, that everything it transfer from mother to the fetus and all. That is important word. Then in this one, it also acts as a endocrine function. Apart from this one, endocrine, it acts as an endocrine function. What is the name of the endocrine function which acts as this one? It secretes specific hormones like HCG as well as HPL, then estrogen, then progesterone. Such type of hormones are secreted. These hormones are secreted by the placenta and all. Actually, the placenta completely develops after implantation, exactly after 12 weeks of the baby. Completely developed this placenta and all. Before that one among the layer, that means chorion, it acts as chorionic villi only. It absorbs whatever nutrients from mother to the fetus, further growth and development and all. Then human chorionic gonadotropin, human placental lactogen, then estrogen, progesterone. Estrogen, progesterone is present even though late pregnancy period, related to the late pregnancy, that means almost all completion of gestation period, then relaxin secreted by the ovary. So HCG, human placental lactogen, as well as apart from this one, prolactin also, then relaxin, as well as prolactin, HPL, HCG. So specific hormones which secreted by the placenta, HCG, HPL, estrogen, progesterone, and little amount of prolactin. But specifically relaxin, prolactin, HPL, HCG, these specific hormones present or secrets only during pregnancy period of the woman only. Other than pregnancy, the hormones may not be present. That is most important exam point of view. Which type of hormones secretes in pregnant mother? Only during pregnancy mother. That means HCG, HPL, prolactin, relaxin. These are specifically present. Remaining estrogen, progesterone, it is even normal condition also it is present. But during pregnancy period, along with this one, the level of remaining hormones like thyroxine, as well as estrogen, then progesterone, these it may be increased, as well as the cortex, adrenal cortical, whatever the hormones which secretes and all these hormonal levels gradually enhance. It helpful further complete proper growth and development of the fetus, as well as that specific metabolic activity of the mother and all, pregnant mother and all. So during pregnancy, the hormonal levels gradually increase for the sake of metabolic, to increase metabolic rate into the pregnant mother and all, as well as proper growth and development of that particular fetus and all. So that particular placental and all, it acts as a vital role and all. Then what about in that after immediate formation of implantation, the chorionic villi only, the further formation of placenta, these are the function and all. As well as immediate after formation of implantation, one more germinal layers are formed and all. So after implantation, germinal layers. What is the name of the germinal layers? 3 germinal layers are formed. What is the name of 3 germinal layers? That means endoder as well as mesoder and ectoder. So the first germinal layer which develops from that specific that mass, that embryonic knob and all, that is endoder. The later it forms into the mesoder, later it forms into the ectoder. So all these 3 germinal layers are formed. Some of the embryonic knob, some cells act as important role. What type of function this embryonic knob will be present and all? In that embryonic knob, some cells act as stem cells and all. These stem cells act as a crucial or vital role for differentiation, for growth and development of different types of tissues and all. Here also, these particular germinal layers, it develops different types of that specific different types of these organ as well as different types of tissues. It will be formed. Majorly different types of tissues to the organ, organ to the organ system, then a complete organism it forms and all. For example, if endoderm is there, what are the tissues which develops as well as organs it forms and all? The endoderm. From where endoderm it will be formed? The embryonic knob. Already you know the embryonic knob and all. This is that particular blastocyst and all. In that blastocyst, this particular embryonic knob, this is we called as embryonic knob and all. In this embryonic knob, this is the blastocele. While formation of blastocele and all, in this one, until formation of blastocele, it may not at all increase. After formation, after implantation, while maximum intaking of that particular uterine milk and all, uterine nutrients and all, from mother and all, then it enlarges whatever blastomeric, that particular blastocele, it will be enlarged in its size. Whenever enlarged in its size, one among the embryonic knob, the lower side of the total, it is recorded as trophoblast and all. So the lower part of embryonic knob cell, it must be detached, it must be separated. It is separated towards blastocele and all. Then here, whatever it will be present, it will be separated. It is separated and formation of one particular layer and the lower embryonic cell, it is separated or segregated as well as delamination. After delamination, it formation of one particular layer. That is, the name of this layer we call as endoderm and all. Endoderm. Then whatever these cells, this is the trophoblast. That is total we call as trophoblast. The trophoblast cell towards the embryonic knob we called as a robber. That is related to these are we called as that the specific cells towards the embryonic knob and that is related to that robular cells or robot cells and all. These specific cells only simply we call as the trophoblast which are present towards the embryonic knob cells, that is we call as the robular cells and all. Then after delamination it forms into the endoderm. So what are the tissues which develops or which organize or formation of endoderm? The multiple maximum mitotic cell division it undergoes and all, it will be formation and all. after multiple mitotic cell division, then gradually this is it will be formed, that gradual. This after multiple mitotic division, it will be formed, the surrounding part and all. This is the embryonic, this is towards the embryonic endoderm. This is extra embryonic endoderm. It will be formed. Then this is blastocele. This is blastocele. This is we call as gastrocele. Why? Because here it will be formed between endoderm as well as trophoblast, lower side, that is we call as gastrocele. So now actually it will be formation of gastrula. First morula, then blastula, next to gastrula. What is it by gastrula? Whatever blastocyst, it will be differentiated, that is inner cell mass differentiated and formation of ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. So the embryo which consists of ecto, meso, endo, that the specific embryo we called as gastrula and all. In that one it will be formed. So what are the organs? So what are the tissues which develops in this one? That is specifically, that is primitive gut and all. It will be formed into the primitive gut and all. It will be formed enterogastron, or entero means primitive, gastron related to gut and all. So entero or archenteron, otherwise we call it as simply, you remember, like archenteron. It will be formed archenteron. Otherwise we call it as archeo, primitive, enteron, gut and all. That means primitive gut it will form, or foregut formation. It is the foregut related to digestive system. Foregut formation related to digestive system. Here it develops foregut as well as from pharynx to colon. It is also pharynx to colon as well as liver, pancreas and tongue. So these parts related to digestive related parts, digestive organ system, that related parts are developed, originated in further from endoderm only. Then apart from this one, respiratory system, related to respiratory system. What are the respiratory? Almost all organs like lungs, like bronchi, like bronchioles, like all, whatever the respiratory system, whatever the organs, whatever the tissues are present, the respiratory related organs also originated from endoderm only. Then excretory. In excretory, it will be formed urinary bladder. Only urinary bladder originated from endoderm only. Then related to endocrine system. In endocrine system, what it originates, what type of endocrine glands it develops under anterior lobe of pituitary gland, then thyroid gland, then parathyroid gland, then thymus gland. Like this related to, it will be formed. Apart from this one, it is also develops related to, it will be develops related to digestive part, that is the foregut, as well as liver, pancreas, the tongue, everything part under the respiratory part like lungs, bronchi, bronchioles, whatever the parts which are required related to respiratory system, all the parts under. In excretory system, only urinary bladder it develops and all. Whereas endocrine system, anterior lobe of pituitary gland, then thyroid, parathyroid, thymus and all. from the endodermis and all. Then after formation of this one, this is a gastrocele. After formation of this one, then it develops into the related to mesoderm and all. The next germinal layer, it forms into the mesoderm. From where that mesoderm it will be forms under mesoderm. Here. That is related to this one. In this one. So, due to stretching, due to enlarging that blastocele or blastomeric vesicles or blastocele, that it enlarging, due to enlarging, what happened? It is stretching, whatever the robber, whatever these particular robular cells it will be present, it degenerated due to stretching and all. It is ready to degenerated. Whatever the embryonic knob cells, it attaches towards the trophoblast and all. It attaches towards the trophoblast. That is, we call it as embryonic disc and all. Embryonic disc, here already it is present as usual, that related endoderm. This is the blastocele, this is the gastrocele. One is the blasto, another one is the gastrocele. This is the trophoblast. This is the gastrocele. Here, below this one, it forms into the sac, one among the extra-embryonic. Already yesterday class I told, from where extra-embryonic membrane it develops from trophoblast. It is not only protection, not only giving to that particular nutrients and all, as well as it is ready to formation of extra-embryonic membrane. So sac also one among the extra-embryonic membrane. It is present. But this embryonic disc, it will be formed. Embryonic disc, it will be formed below this one. As usual, the embryonic knob. One among this one, it will be attached all along with the trophoblast. It forms into the embryo. Why? Because of stretching, because of blastocele, as well as formation of gastrocele, it will be stretching, like that it will be embedded towards the endometrium wall and all. Then, after formation of embryonic disc, then immediately it will be differentiated two specific margins and all. One is the caudal margin, another one is the cephalic margin. So towards these cells, it acts as that caudal margin. Towards this one, we call it as cephalic. It forms into the cephalic margin and all. It forms into the cephalic margin. Whatever it will be present under, cephalic means related to head part. This only originally it converts, it modifies its formation related to head-like structure of the embryo. This is the tail part of the embryo and all, caudal and all. Here, the caudal margin of embryonic disc proliferate and divide further formation of mesodermal layer. Here related to the caudal margin cells proliferate and develop into mesoderm. It is ready to start. Then afterwards completely it forms and all. So like this manner related to, so whatever these specific cells are present, here ready to proliferate and divide, ready to proliferate and it ready to divide. Here only proliferate like this and ready to divide, like mesoderm. This is embryonic disc. Below this one, already it is present. Already it is present endoderm and all. Finally, due to multiple mitotic division, finally it forms into the mesoderm and all. So, what type of the organs, what type of the tissues which develops in further growth and development of fetus, what type of tissues which originated or which arises from mesoderm and all. So, in this mesoderm, originally it develops connective tissue. What are the connective tissue? Like cartilage, as well as bone, as well as, apart from this one, muscular system. Muscular system, most of the muscles, it originated from this one. Then endodermis of the skin. Endodermis of the skin also it develops here. Then apart from this one, then circulatory system, that like blood, heart, blood vessels, as well as lymph system. All are it develops and all. Circulatory system related to blood, heart, blood vessels and lymph system. All it develops from mesoderm, as well as a reproductive system. So most of the reproductive, if it is female and all, female reproductive parts, if it is male fetus, male reproductive parts, it develops and all from mesoderm of that particular and all. Then related to, in this one, endocrine. What type of endocrine? Related to adrenal cortex. Here, adrenal cortex. It develops into the adrenal cortex and all. So that is, this type of this one develops. Apart from this one, here you write related to endodermis. It forms into the middle ear. Middle ear also it develops regarding related to endodermis only. Middle ear. Middle ear also you must remember develops related to endodermis. Then this is. Then what about rest of the cells of embryonic disc? It forms into the columnar epithelium, columnar cells and all. Rest of the embryonic, that disc and all, it forms into the columnar epithelium and converted as ectoderm and all. And converted as, it becomes into the ectoderm. Once again, remaining after formation of mesoderm, from embryonic disc, rest of these cells, whatever present in embryonic disc, it forms as a ectoderm, like larger columnar cells, columnar epithelium cells and all. So, in this ectoderm, what type of tissues which develops in that ectoderm and all? In this ectoderm, it forms into the related to nerve system, like brain, spinal cord. Apart from this one, that sense organs, like eyes, sense organs related to eyes and then in that inner ear, like eyes as well as ear, especially inner ear, then middle ear related to endoderm, inner ear related to ectoderm. So whatever very close related, that particular points you must remember, you must observe carefully and all. Then apart from this one, related to digestion, that is midgut as well as hindgut formation. Midgut and hindgut formation related to digestion and all. Then related to total excretory and total excretory parts, total excretory system, it develops and all. Excretory system. So digestion related to midgut and hindgut. Then excretory system means all parts of excretory system except urinary bladder. It develops from ectoderm and all. Then apart from this one, it is also develops. It is also formation of in this specific and that is related to endocrine glands like pineal as well as adrenal medulla. Pineal gland, adrenal medulla, it will be formed and all related to here outer epidermis of the skin. Epidermis of the skin. Dermis of the skin, it forms into the one among the other layer and all. Here, epidermis as well as the pigmented cells is also develops into the pigmented cell. Then, which among the three germinal layers? It develops peritoneum. It is a double membrane. Normally, it is a protective membrane. Normally, actually, it will be present below the abdominal region and all. That is related to mesoderm and all. That is, here it will be formed into the peritoneal membrane. Normally, it is present below the abdomen and all. So, these are the three germinal layers which develops from embryonic knob which are present in blastocyst and all. In that blastocyst, it converts into the, it is blastula converts into the gas. What is it by gastrula? Whatever embryonic knob it differentiated, that is in embryonic knob it differentiated mesoderm, endoderm, ectoderm. This is only we call as gastrula. This is only we call as gastrula or formation of gastrula each and every in further growth and development of a specific that growth and development of fetus, these organ or tissues are developed. So okay, remaining we discuss in next class.